surround sound. What is that? It is over here.
It's the Forza Horizon dubstep channel. I'm kind of digging on it. It's a little more engaging than the D&D channel, although the D&D definitely fits the theme of the screen. But hey, welcome in everybody. It is time for an impromptu SnowRunner stream. The new season is out, and if I don't stream it, I'm going to play it all off stream, and then everyone's going to join in. I'm going to do the last contract, and it's done. So instead, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to start streaming some of those contracts now. Honestly, I'm probably still going to end up finishing most of it off stream because I just can't keep my hands off of it. But we'll see how far I get. Mrs. Jedi should have the evening free, so I think we're actually going to do something, who knows what, tonight. So I won't get myself into any SnowRunner trouble later, but I'm definitely looking to get into some SnowRunner trouble right now. I did run around last night. No, 2 nights ago. I actually didn't play SnowRunner last night because of other things. We'll get to that later, but 2 nights ago on my stream, I got down to where there was one task left. It was the Thor's Thunder, and I was a little concerned, hey, if this is one of those where you need to use the vibration module at 3 completely different corners of the map, it's going to take a while, and I was getting hangry, and it wasn't going to happen. So I promised I was going to do that one off stream because they're kind of boring anyway, and then I would save contract work for when I return. As it turns out, Thor's Thunder, the 3 spots were within like 200 meters of each other, all spread along just that little mining road. So it was quick, it was easy, I got it done with, which meant I had a little extra time on my hands. So I went searching for the extra upgrade. It turns out it's not where I was expecting it to be after some of the hints that XC threw down at the end. So I drove back and forth across that high road a couple of times. Kind of, his hint was that, oh, you'll find it while you're doing a contract. I thought he meant that contract, but definitely not the case. I drove up and down a couple of times. The contract up there involves hitting 7 waypoints. I've kind of, because I didn't have a choice, I've hit the first 2, but not enough to complete the contract, so that still stands. But I drove back and forth. I thought, you know what, I don't see it anywhere up here. If it's going to be that well hidden, I guess I'm just going to have to wait until I get a completion on the contract to build whatever the nearest watchtower is to see if it'll expose it for me. So I thought, I got a little time to kill. There are a couple more little road sections down there that I haven't actually explored yet. They show up in gray on the Fog of War, but they haven't been colored in, so I definitely haven't driven them before. Let me run through a couple of those, try them out real quick, and it turns out of the 3 I had left, the second one is where I found it. It was down on a lake. It was one of the lakes that actually has some of the little crack ice on it out there. And as I came trundling off the pavement and down toward the lake, I thought, oh my God, there's a full-size 2,000-liter fuel trailer just sitting here completely unattended. It gave it to me for free. It's not part of a mission. I thought, wow, wish I'd known that before I dragged the Paystar all the way over here. So I thought, well, let me gear up. I guess I'll go take that back. At least I found something out of this. And as I'm getting the Tataran winched to the tongue of this trailer, I kind of squint and look ahead and think, is that a little car almost sitting in the lake? You know what they do with little cars? They sit those as markers for where the upgrades usually live. let me pull forward a little bit because it's on the opposite side of a little island in the lake from where the road goes to stay on the shoreline. Boom! Little yellow square lights up. There's the upgrade icon, and it turns out, yeah, as we'd already discovered, it was for the high-range gearbox on the Burlak, which, as it so happens, had nothing to do with the light versus heavy hitch. I swear, let me point the right direction. I swear to you, I took that stupid thing into the garage, and those hitches were not an option the first time I ran it through. And then I ran an update right before stream yesterday, and all of a sudden they're back. So I think the Switch build actually had a bug in it that wasn't showing it. Or it used to be tied to that high-range gearbox, or at least finding the upgrade, but then that little hotfix that they put out untoggled it. Because, yep, all of a sudden they were there. Now that I can switch back and forth, I don't know that I really need to. It's geared up to take the heavy trailers, the full-size truck trailers, which is kind of what I want it for right now. If I really need to grab one of the little scout trailers, there aren't a whole lot of those left on the map, fortunately. I believe there is one fuel scout and one of the new kind of equivalent to one slot maintenance trailers that are both over with one of the new movie sets. And I don't think, except for the Scout fuel trailer that I have currently attached to my Scout 800, I don't think there are any others on this map. So now that I finally found the light duty hitch, I don't think I'm actually going to need it. So let's flip back over to here. I've run out real quick like right before I fired up the stream. And I have a cliffside road already selected. Since I've already done the first 2 waypoints, I've got my mapping all set up. I'm going to follow the course as though I was going to hit the first 2 anyway, just because it's kind of convenient. We are set to look at the 3rd area, and then I have this mapped out so that it follows 4, 5, 6, and ends right here at Area 7. I don't think it has an explicit finish area. I think Area 7 is the finish. So that is what we're going to go ahead and open up with in terms of contract work. Because you see over here, tasks and contests. We are all done, baby. Tasks are all done. Contests are all done. Pre-built watchtowers are all open. There are 4 watchtowers that need to be done as part of contracts. Look at that. If I fold those 2 fingers down. Oh, it knows. It knows. But if I flip it around, boom, balloons. Never get tired of that. I've found both of the upgrades now. So those are all done. And then I don't know how they come up with this map. They say there's 1 vehicle to be found, except that there are 2 new vehicles, and you find both of them in the exact same way by driving up to them, and they have a task associated that says, drag me someplace and you can keep it. I don't know why it isn't 2 vehicles to be found, but it only listed the 1. So, okay, fine, whatever. Those are done. They're found. Waiting to get back to the main UI. We'll come back over here real quick. So yeah. Vehicle found, done. Watchtower, I've got all of the pre-built ones already opened. Upgrades all unlocked. There are 35 contract missions left to go. That's cool. That'll last a little while at least. And then, owned vehicles, payments distance, all that other fun statistic stuff. Stats are awesome, but don't really mean a whole lot here. Contracts, I have completed 0.0 of them so far. And then over here on the tasks, one more quick pass just to ensure they are all 100% completed over here. I've noticed that gets me to 48% complete on Scandinavia. Not quite 50, so I guess there are more contracts. Although, no, it counts contests as well, so yeah, there must be a lot more contracts. And my 3 gold trophy contests. All 3 of them, first try. Boop. Still fun. And then the achievements, I knocked out 100% achievements back before I even started the first DLC. Some of those have to be done in the first 3 areas. Max rank for a long time. I did crack the $11 million level right before finishing the tasks. Okay, we're good. We are off and running. Fuel tank is close enough to full. Now I screwed up a little bit, and I kind of dragged this blue trailer to a position I wasn't happy with. I couldn't get my full-size truck through here. But it looks like I'm going to be able to get the Tataran through. So I want to use this, as long as I'm here, to kind of push that up against the guardrail. Now, if I want to get a full-size truck through here, I can do that. Without having to take the 9 seconds it would take to hop into the pace star, move it 15 feet, and then jump back out. Honk, oh, don't hit the pole. Missed the pole. Phew. Okay, this should be a pretty quick drive. I've done this drive a bunch now. I think I have driven everything that's defined as a road now. Because I did go back. I might have to double check. I was pretty sure I went back and drove that third undriven road just to be sure that I had done it. Just in case it's not something that building one of the later watchtowers is going to expose. So I have driven every lane of drive, at least as far as shows up on the overhead map. There are sometimes they put the sneaky little tiny 2 tracks in here. Those are the actual SnowRunner shortcuts, as to opposed to the blatantly in-your-face, this is clearly a shortcut path that is actually a track, which is often the same as the main road, clearly the main way to go and not a shortcut, and it is also a trap. SnowRunner's full of traps, just like real snow. Okay, you know what? Now that I got this all set up, I actually have my Tega. My Tega is what I was using to go looking for the upgrade up there that wasn't up there. So I actually had the Tega already parked up there. I could have just jumped in it and saved this extra bit of drive. But the Tega is what I'm going to want to use for the long... Can't make a turn, can you? If I flip it, I guess we're going to the Tega after all. The Tega is what I want to use for my long logging. Still got the long log trailer down there. The Tega itself... Actually, I think it's currently rigged up with the vibration module still. So it can't actually do any logging, so I don't know, scrub it. It'll just sit there. I'm going to need to recover it to the garage to change its frame anyway, so maybe I'll... It's going to be a fuel depot for the Tataran here as I go by. So I think the original first area was kind of up around where this corner goes off the road. I think it was roughly one of these. Possibly even where I've dropped this way. I don't think it was in the water, but I think it was right around here. So here's the Tega, sitting in the way. Good job. Nice parking. Oh wait, no, I'm doing this all wrong. It's all wrong, I tell you. There we go. Top up as long as I'm here. Not expecting a package delivery, but that definitely just sounded like someone stomping up and down the drawbridge out in front. Since my house is on a hill, there is no dirt in front. Well, there's dirt in front of the front door, but it's like 15 or 20 feet down. There's no actual. Sometimes we call it the drawbridge, sometimes we call it the gangplank that leads from the edge of the driveway over to the front door. So it makes lots of hollow stomping noises as people come through. Area 2 was right here, where I'm sitting. I tried squeezing around it between the big rocks and that one tree to get around, but the corner got just a little too close to that big rock, so I accidentally tripped it on the way through. But that's okay. So now we're on to Area 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then the first contract will be done. Anal retentive rules have been maintained. Completed the tasks first. tasks and contests, and as it so happens, upgrades. Upgrades I was willing to compromise on, though. If it was one that was going to be super heavy, and it was actually a little bit heavy. I would have gone ahead and waited until I'd done the Watchtower contracts. And if that didn't expose anything, then I was probably going to have to go to MapRunner to go find its location. Although at that point, I probably could have waited until the contracts were done. And if I still hadn't come across it, then I would have broken down and gone. That's fine. Boop. Area 3. Stage complete. Thinking of other upgrades that I've had to break down. The only one that really comes to mind was way back in Alaska. There was one that was along the coastline that was nowhere near any kind of road, path, shortcut, anything. You had to just kind of decide one day to hop off the road, blaze a trail across nothing to get to the coastline, and then just tour like across half the map up the coastline. And lo and behold, he was just sitting over there. Not in any range of any watchtower. And the way I was playing the game back then, there was no way I ever would have found it. Ever. Although if I'd played these maps in reverse order, so that was a little later on in my career, that is kind of the sort of thing that I would have started to go looking through. Although in large part it's because that being a thing in Alaska tipped me off to looking for that kind of super hidden in the middle of nowhere type thing later on. The other thing that is a really good clue, not exactly a spoiler alert, but some tactical training for anyone new to SnowRunner, is if you open up the watchtowers and you find 3 that are kind of in a triangular pattern, but they leave a little triangle of completely black, unexposed map at their center somewhere, there's something there. Usually an upgrade. I think one time there was a task actually sitting in the middle, but there have been several occasions where, yep, that's where an upgrade lives. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is where I had fun almost getting the scout stuck. It was close. I never got 100% stuck. I couldn't go forward, but I was able to finally manage to work my way out back. Pretty much every other vehicle. Actually, it could go through this way. It went through this way just fine. It was going back the other way. It got stuck. But I think every other truck did it just fine. Oh, no, that wasn't... Oh, I already up to stage 5. 5! So we only got 2 stages to go. Contract number 1 is in the books. Notably, this contract gives 0 progress toward any of the 3 regional tasks to complete, but whatever. For 100% completion, they all got to get done anyway. Now, there's also a fun point where there was a car parked way down there. I happened to notice it before I ever found the task to go deal with it, so I'd already pulled it up to the road that way. 6 areas complete. It does kind of age me there, but it doesn't. Although technically, I presume the count still exists. But you gotta go to HBO to watch them now. Damn kids these days. The route was more challenging than I'd thought, but you're an ace driver if ever I saw one. Thanks for being brave and skilled enough. Here's the reward. $2,500 for driving a circle. It's not bad. There we go. Contract number 1 in the books. Cliffside Road marked off. It really so desperately wants me to do this Spirit of the River. It gets selected every single time I show up on this map again. It does open a watchtower. That's the other tower. Yeah, well, okay, screw it. Maybe we go ahead and do the watchtowers now. Fine. Fine, SnowRunner, you win. I need a long log. Which means I need you. Pikachu. Oh, hang on. Safety. I'm going to buzz this down, since the Tataran's just right around the corner and down the road. I don't know that it necessarily needs it, plus I've got just shy of 2,800 liters sitting in the Paystar, and now 2,000 liters sitting in that extra trailer I found. Fuel really isn't an issue on this map anymore, but since I'm about to recover this truck anyway, let's go make sure that the Tataran's all topped up. Just in case there ends up being something back up along this side of the map that would be useful for it to go to, and so don't have to return to that central staging area where I have all my fuel parked. Hey, Miller, welcome in. We are Season 11ing. I have just completed my first contract. All the tasks, all the contests, and just barely all the upgrades. I've already got those done. Tega, oh no, wait, there we go, top you up. So I've just completed my first contract, and now this Spirit of the River to go build the first of the 4 constructible watchtowers. The game has been desperate for me to do this stupid contract for almost the entire time I've been on this map, so finally going to go do it, but I need to go get this truck rigged up for it. Oh, hey, what is... It's Mill 36 Holly did not resolve. Oh, that's interesting. Well, whatever the Holly emote is, that's apparently you're not subscribed to yourself, I think is the problem. Oh, no, that's my greeter. Oh, I know exactly what it is. Because of unemployment, I was allowing some of my subs to lapse until I get employed again, which has now happened. So the next time I'm on your stream, I gotta renew my subs. Fortunately, I tend to sub 6 months at a time, so I've only had between a third and a half kind of expire off since I've only been out for about 3 months. But that's why the Holly didn't come through. Okay, I got to get that fixed. Let's see. I gotta change the frame. I gotta do this before I do anything else because I'm gonna forget it. There we go. Go back to safety. All right, and now we got to make just a quick drive back over to the map. Sometimes I wish there was a quick travel option. Sometimes I'm glad there's not in this game. I wouldn't turn down a garage on the second map to make it kind of half fast travel, but fortunately, going from the garage to the other map, you could do it pavement the entire way if you wanted to. As long as I'm not in a scout vehicle, there's the mud puddle with the excavator that you can kind of plow through. That I think in a truck saves you a couple of seconds. In the scout, it takes 6 times as long. Even though it's got the really good mud tires, it definitely goes slow through that stretch. You haven't opened... Have you not opened Season 11 at all, or just not the second map? Because I didn't think you'd actually got to Season 1 yet. Hey, oh, there you are, showing me up, Miller. Hey, thanks for the resub. You got one coming back your way. So Mrs. Jedi, she is in a meeting for about another half an hour, and then she might actually be done for the day with all of her school-related stuff, school/internship. So we might actually, do something together for a change. But she'll get tired about 8 o'clock. So if you're on again tonight, Miller, I'll come find. I'll do the resub then. Otherwise, I'm assuming like next Monday, Tuesday, I'll be by. Because I got to get whatever the Holly emote was. I got to get that fixed back up. I don't know if that was a person, or like as in Holly Jolly? Did you have a Santa? Haven't opened 11 yet, but you did do the update. Yeah, I was pining on earlier that 2 streams ago I was trying to get, you can toggle between the standard and the scout hitch on the Burlak, which I didn't know until one person in chat pointed it out. So I took it into the garage, and I swear to you, the option wasn't there. But yeah, 2 days ago, that my most recent stream, there was a little bit of a hot patch that I downloaded right before, and then when I went to the garage, suddenly the thing was there. My chatter thought it was tied to the upgrade that's available for the Burlak, but I hadn't found that upgrade yet, and all of a sudden those hitches were available, so I'm thinking there may have been a bug in the Switch build of the game that patch updated. Because I know other people had talked about it plenty before then, but I couldn't figure out how in the hell I was supposed to do that swap over. We're gonna be adventurous this time, I think. We're gonna take this path. This is the go downhill very fast if something gets in the way turn contest. So it's not exactly your optimal route for driving a long log truck. But at the moment, without any actual logs on it, we might be able to go that way. What kind of trailer do I have over there? Ooh. I was also bemusing. I finally can swap hitches on that Burlak. But I don't have any scout trailers over here I need to deal with anymore. Nope, there they are. Holly is your dog. That would be why I picked that one to use in my greeter then. Oh, the emotes. No, oh, well, it's not working now anyway. Okay, well, I guess. Hang on, let me put on my readers here. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Ooh. It's doing that weird thing that my Java Rave is right now. Is that an emote that you told Twitch to go ahead and take your static one and animate it for you, and it just does that simple motion? But then for no apparent reason, it starts adding in all of that black cruft around your image, despite the fact that you had transparency built just fine around it? Yeah, there's a little rage. Oh, where's this one right here? That bad boy. I run in dark mode, so I got a black background on my chat, and it looks awesome as it cycles through the colors. But if you are in light mode and you have a white chat background, and all of a sudden you get all this janky little black triangles that kind of spin around the edge of that thing. And I don't know how Twitch got a hold of such a bad conversion routine to do that simple animation. So that's one that I got to rebuild on mine. But now that I'm employed again, it's about time I actually paid someone to make me some nice emotes. Some of them, like all my Charlies. Charlies are all coming across, no question. I'm thinking pretty hard about keeping at least the static blue truck, like on my flip counter down there, the upside down one. Probably keep that one, but I might get a slightly nicer truck built as well to go with it. I like my coffee one, but I'm thinking about having someone come up with a cool looking coffee one, and then maybe I can animate that up into a rave as well. I got lots of stuff, and I'll finally, my first paycheck won't come until November 22nd, so I've got a little while yet. But I've almost planned out the types of stuff, because I've got a lot of Twitch default emotes to fill out all the slots. And we got here. Ooh, there's another coffee. Okay, hang on here. Slow the wheel speed coming through the water as I grab my reading glasses to come check out this coffee. Oh, you've got your own coffee emote. Very nice. Yeah, something along those lines. Ricky did it. Gotcha. Ricky seems like a pretty cool dude. I don't drop into his stream as much as I do yours. Or as I used to Snake's, but I haven't seen Snake online in quite a while now. I'm nose up to a log, so we're kind of stuck. There we go. Fortunately, my stream watching time shouldn't really be impacted too heavily by being employed again, because working from home with multiple computers around me, I got plenty of opportunity for having a watch this on the side machine running all summer. It's a half lurk or three-quarter lurk, but at least I can have it up. But my actual opportunities to be streaming are probably going to go back to my originals of Wednesday and Saturday. Once Mrs. Jedi has graduated in December, then my opportunities for Sunday streaming will probably be reduced again. Because I got kind of taken up Saturday with streaming and gaming opportunities. So I may have to go back to surrendering my Sundays to doing family outings. Gross. Don't tell her I said that. Yeah, phew, okay. She should be in her meeting for another half an hour. And then, honestly, I would not blame her if she went and took a nap maybe until about 5 our time. I would do that, except I've actually... She's been getting up real early to get a jump on the internship stuff she's doing. I've actually managed to stay in bed and sleep for like a whole extra hour. So my nap need hasn't been as high. Oh boy, that was a quick itch. She may not be done until about 5. Here is the new one-slot, don't hit that stuff, the one-slot maintenance trailer that scouts can drag around. That one I could probably just take straight away and sell. I have zero use for it. I've got so many other larger vehicles that carry their own repair points that little trailer ain't gonna help me. Long logs, welcome aboard. I'm a wee bit hesitant to try taking those long logs back the way we came through. We're gonna... Oh, wait. Actually, where am I taking these? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good thing I was paying... I'm gonna say paying attention like I was. I wasn't, But I'm not supposed to go back to where I had the trailer sitting. I need to go over there. There is a fjord right there. There's also that one right up the middle. Yeah, I think we are going to take the up the middle route, which means I come straight across here. Boom shakalaka right across. You know what, actually? That gets a little soupy. It's not terrible, but it's a little soupy. Stuff over here is actually pretty solid driving. I don't think I'm just gonna... Except for this weird giant S-turn that didn't really need to be an S-turn, but someone thought it would be cool to do that. There we go. We'll hop right up that way. We'll wake up too early. Might open up somewhere. Oh, that'd be nice. I've been happy with this season. I'm not going to rank it as one of my favorites. It's got some high points. It's got some low points. I don't think it's done a whole lot toward adding something new to the game. Now, the caveat to that is I've only completed the first contract, so there's lots of contract work to go. I know that they mostly are going to focus on all of the movie-making side of things. None of the tasks have anything to do with the movie stuff. So it is entirely possible that doing contract work may finally get to adding new stuff to the game. But I really like the look of the maps. I think they're designed pretty well. I've seen some people complain that there's too much pavement in them, but there's a superhighway that cuts across each map, so that if you want to get from one side of the map to the other in order to do things on either or both ends quickly, you can do that. But like right here, I have the superhighway option that takes a big loop all the way around the map and would get me right to the base of the hill where this watchtower lives. I could go that way if I wanted to, but the shortest, most direct route is going to take me, you know, through all these puddles, over the train tracks. I gotta ford through the river, and then lots of swirly driving on the, granted, not too terribly difficult dirt. So, you know, it's got a nice mix of stuff. The one element I'm really waiting to see what they do with, because it might be something new, is there is one water station out here, like back in Ontario, where you could fill a fire truck up with water. I have no idea what to do with it, where to take it, because I haven't seen any water tanks. I haven't seen any fires. I know that I can put a water tanker on the back of whatever my trucks support them, so I could run over and fill up the water tank, but I don't know where it goes yet. So they might do something interesting with that. Oh yeah, the baler assistance. That got me good, because I've done a couple of Farm Simulator 23 on the Switch, which is Farming Sim 22, but released a year later because it took them that long to get around to doing the Switch port. So I've done a couple of streams of that, and they have been so boring I haven't wanted to watch my own stream, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I have $19.35 in my pocket to buy new equipment with, so it's pretty much been me with the same 3 vehicles growing. I think I managed to branch out as far as 3 different crops, but on the same 3 fields over and over and over, taking them away to sell. I spent 30 minutes on one of my streams just trying to figure out how the hell do I get these chicken eggs to market, because I couldn't get them to pick up and put in a little carrier doodad. So yeah, seeing that what you had going on with the baler, and knowing that I've seen the balers work before somehow, I had to help figure out what the hell was going on with that, because someday it might benefit me. But I don't know when I'm going to get around to actually streaming that on my own again. I got to get some level of proficiency at it first, and I got burned so bad trying to figure out what the hell I was doing in the first place. It's been a little tough trying to get back to it. Yeah, the map's got a lot of terrain. It's got hills. It actually, you know, it's got a few spots that actually have some of the deeper snow, so you need a good truck. The Burlak, I'm about 90% sold on the Burlak. Oh, here's the little folk sign. That's how you know you're in Scandinavia. Watch out for them ferries. Do not piss them off. Yeah, the Burlak very much has what should be the best tires in the game. They are excellent on everything except pavement, and they're good on pavement. I don't think any other truck does that. The Tatarin is excellent on everything except pavement, where it's okay, I think. But I still think the Tatarin gets better grip overall. The most noteworthy exception is that the Burlak also includes ice, so you do not need chain tires with it. You just need the Burlak tire, and it's good everywhere. That part's pretty cool. I'm a little worried that it's a little underpowered. It tends to bog out a little easier than I wish that it would. I have now unlocked the high range gearbox, but I really don't know that that's going to help. Hey, Tonka with the truck! Nope, that's the train button. Oh man, it was a cooking stream. Okay, I hit the train button instead, but that's why I've got this button hooked up. I love these train buttons. Your scuffed cooking stream. Yeah, but those were cooking streams. An occasional cooking stream, I think, is always good. I don't know how long I would like hang around as a regular participant on a nothing but cooking stream. I guess my one exception would be Glenn and Friends Cooking on YouTube. He's a Canadian that does... how do I... If you don't know him, how do I go about describing him? Oh, hey. See, I found snow! Look at that! Where's old Bacon Face when you need him? But yeah, he's a Canadian, and he is big, kind of into the history of cooking. One of his big segments for me is the Sunday morning old cookbook show, where he will do a recipe from a cookbook. I think the newest he'll do will be something from the 60s. I think once he did one from 72 because it featured a recipe from the 60s. But he also enjoys busting out, he's a collector of old cookbooks. And he'll cook something from a cookbook from 1453. And it will be just atrocious by modern standards. But it'll be something you know of now. You know, something as innocuous as like an apple pie that in 1453 had, you know, 1 apple, 3 lemons, and a coconut in it. And that's just the way that it was made back then. And the way that they would do the crusts would be completely crazy. It's just a lot of fun to watch. And then he does... I think he releases about 4 videos a week. So he's got stuff out there. But they tend to be about 15-minute videos. So it's about an hour a week content. So if you were to try to be a 3 or 4 day a week with 2 to 3 hours at a pop permanent cooking streamer, yeah, it would probably burn me out for too long. Oh, hey, this is going to be a little harder than I thought. Nice. Oh my God, Tonka landed for a 25. That's okay. We can do this. We can do this. This isn't too hard yet. We're going to winch from the butt. Everyone stand by. Butt winch coming. There you go. Almost. Another one closer. I'll butt winch again. Yeah, I can hit this other tree now. Oh, look how easy it is. I'm going to keep winching just to make sure it stays easy. There we go. Now the tree on top is here if we need it. Actually, you know what? Now that I've done it the hard way, I did it the hard way when I came up here to take a look earlier once, and there's actually a real easy trail just right over here I could have used instead. Oh, well, this is more fun. Long logs delivered. For those asking, KDP, no, there was no Avalanche game last night. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hey, look at that. The actual easy-to-drive road is right back there. I didn't drive the little third stretch that I saw. I thought I had. That was the one other place I was going to go looking for the upgrade if I didn't find it. Okay, well, we don't actually need that at the moment. I don't think. I think what I actually want to do is drive back down the hard way because it's real easy going down. And then we're going to take the superhighway over here to this gateway because there are no metal rolls on this map. The metal rolls live on the other map. That's... Oh, hey, that's my Azov. Because I like to drive my ass off. That really doesn't work. Back in the wrong way, stupid logging trailer. Actually, you know what? As long as the Azov is sitting there, let's just let the Azov go do this one. It's got a half a tank. That's plenty of gas. Plenty of gasoline. Yeah, you can just go straight there. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I'm hitting all the buttons at once. There we go. Beacon's on. We're safe. This was the last task he accomplished. Delivering the metal beam that opened up this path here. May as well use it. All these trucks I like that have these terrible horns. Metal rolls will be back on the other map. Oops, I'm stuck on a tree. That tree was lying down. It had it coming. I don't think I'll be able to cut up there, but that's fine. Taking the path it wants me to take actually gets me in the direction I want to go anyway, so... Beauty. Where does it go? Stupid SnowRunner in the dark! I'll just make up a road then. I'm going this way instead. This is why I didn't want to risk coming this way with those long logs. Oh hey, that actually was the road. Those heavy logs. A little too much opportunity to kind of get stuck in the mud there. Remember, this truck's big flaw being that it is definitely top heavy. Even with the flatbed on, it's still heavy on top. It doesn't mind flipping. Hey, screw you, sign. You warned someone else. That sign has taken shelter on the other side of a guardrail, so it's safe. Because all I know is if I look at that guardrail funny, bam! 127 points of suspension damage and rip a tire off entirely. That's another SnowRunner lesson for any SnowRunner newbies out there. Stumps are the worst, but guardrails are the most damaging. I guess this actually ain't pretty shallow, but still level all the way across. Oh, a sign warning me that there's a tunnel ahead. Oh, can I... no, I couldn't get turned in time for that sign. Here's our tunnel. Hello, tunnel. Switch loading time. There's a horn. Nothing like getting into a cold bed on a warmer night. We now reached the point where it's kind of cold bed, cold night a lot of the time. And actually, I had my hoodie off for a chunk of the afternoon. In fact, for stream time, let me get our headphone. Captain Phasma was joining us again in place of the Coffee Monkey because I thought, it's a little warm. I don't think I need the coffee today. And then 5 minutes before stream time, it finally occurred to me, oh, the sun's already kind of starting to set. It's getting a little cold. And now I've got cold water. I better put the hoodie back on. Because by 5 or 6, it'll be kind of cold in here. And the bed sheets are definitely cold at night. It is cold. Oh, you got a warm day today. I think we're finally done with warm days in the Pacific Northwest here. The most... Oh, look at this. It's right by the gas station. It's just like I would have planned it, but didn't. Although... Oh, hey, do you have metal rolls? Oh, you have metal rolls, and I don't even have to bother constructing yours. What's the quickest, easiest way over there? You know what? This truck actually does move pretty well in the mud. So we're going to take the direct route. This is the route you used to have to take before clearing a couple of different rock slides. So I'm used to it. I'm going to drive right past the garage because I can. I'm going to drive right past this production facility that would build me metal rolls if I wanted it to. But I'm going to haul all the way down here because these are the only 2 pre-made metal rolls in the entire region, and I would be heartbroken if I was to ever accidentally leave those unused for the course of the season. So let's go steal us some metal. I do notice they were quite clever in their choice of metal rolls because and that particular tower's location, because it means I effectively have to drive all the way across both maps in order to do it. May as well just go ahead and make the grand tour out of this one and drive back through the other gateway. We'll see how I feel. 70-degree day in Michigan. Oh my God. Tomorrow's the 50s. Let me check my watch. Today's high. Oh, today we are actually at the high now of 52. I turn down here. I guess I turned down here. This doesn't look like a road. I want to do my best to hide my shocked face, but I'm playing SnowRunner, and it's nighttime. So I am driving around looking for little dirt roads in the dark. Big surprise. I have... Would you look at that? This is one of those... Not actually drawn on the overhead map, but is clearly supposed to be a shortcut. So we're taking it. We're going to see if it's a trap or not. I feel good about it since it's not on the overhead map. If this was marked on the overhead map, that's when I would worry that it's a trap. Nope, piece of cake. Saved me 11.3 seconds by just cutting straight across. And in that case, following the map was a little bit more of a trap. Ooh, this one I've known before. This is not covered on the overhead, but is definitely the better way to go. It's been a few hours of playtime since I've actually been back on this map. $50 even right now. Dropping. Oh man, you were already getting below freezing. I think it was mid. It's getting to the mid to low 40s, but it hasn't frozen yet. Today is a frost warning. Tomorrow is a freeze warning down here. Officially, legally, it's still fall. Global warming, man. Eventually, you're just going to have summer and winter. And then if you're lucky, it'll just toggle back and forth between fall and winter. And then it'll just be winter, and then it'll be nothing but summer. And then we'll plummet into the sun. I may have accelerated things a little there. That may be a touch alarmist. Maybe don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll be fine. I need a turbocharger on this truck. Saber, I know you're listening. I want the ability to customize the horn on any given truck, and I want to be able to add a turbocharger. And I also want a dump truck. Toot toot. See, a dump truck would add something new to the game. And who wouldn't want a task or a contract that says, I need you to go to the other side of the river and take a dump. Boom, I'm your man. Totally normal weather. Yep. Oh yeah, it's a total hoax. You know, like birds. None of them are real. Climate change is a hoax orchestrated by the birds. You heard it here first. Actually, I would be willing to bet someone else has probably already espoused that. Fortunately, it's a nice sunny day here, at least now. We've had fog warnings early in the week, but it was a warm fog. Yeah, as of, not the fastest truck. Slower, wide turn radius, and a little tippy on top. Those were its game balance factors for the ability that it would drive through anything. Just slowly and sometimes upside down. More and more, I'm starting to think that for the sake of timing, I may just end up going back the way that I came through. Because if I make the grand circle out of it, I can get to the other gateway a little bit faster than this first one, but then there's a lot more driving on the other side. We're taking the shortcut. We're cutting the corner here because we can. I was playing a bunch of European Truck Simulator earlier today, and kept finding that trying to make the corners the correct way, I kept hooking the trailers and things, so I've now gotten into the habit of cutting way early instead of trying to go around. 2 cargo left, metal rolls. I'll take... Well, I want them both. Why can't I have them both? Weird. Okay, well. Now I have them both. Not sure why after claiming the first one it dropped me out of the cargo menu. This time I'll go around the side. Easy peasy. It wasn't hot fog. I think that's what you do Pilates in. This was just warm fog. It was like upper 50s pushing 60 degree fog. Which I assume means there was a cold layer, around 40, either above or below. One thing about having a bad memory is what? Oh, won't remember anything from these maps until I show it. You know what? That's actually how I did a lot of... Hang on. Oh, no, that's my step deck trailer. I left it right there. That's mine. I'm thinking someday I would want a big load of bricks or something. I left it over here so that it would be ready to go back to that same warehouse and pick stuff up. And so, of course, what do I need? Just 2 loads of metal rolls and not a trailer's worth, so... It'll keep sitting there. Someday, I'll need bricks. I think bricks is what that had an unlimited level of. But yeah, when I first started watching SnowRunner, I was watching a lot of... I think Amour was the most recent DLC at the time. So I watched a whole bunch of streamers play a bunch of Amour. And it kind of came down to It's Thompson and Miss Silvermoon. So that's kind of how I got settled on watching those two as my primary SnowRunner streamers. And that was my thought at the time, is I see all the stuff that you're doing. Oh god, it's going to be such a spoiler. Oh, by the way, I'm still working on Michigan, and I'm doing them in order. I will have zero memory of anything that you have done here by the time I get back. With one exception, that was the... And actually, it wasn't even Amour, come to think of it. It was the Cola, with the giant airplane fuselage you have to cart out. I remember It's Thompson doing that one. in multiplayer, and it was a comedy of errors, which really helped it make stand out. That's the only thing I really remembered, and that's the reason why I did not bring that giant fuselage back along that little tiny shelf road where it doesn't belong. I had, by that time, I found a different route to bring it back by. Yeah, watching a couple of people. I was watching Storm of Iron. He was doing some of this season. Ah, wow! And he was doing a lot more work on the other map before I had gotten through it. So that was a lot of kind of having him up and kind of listening to some of the conversation. Every once in a while, I'd glance over to just check out some of the terrain that he's driving through, but then look away real quick. And he's starting a contract that sounds like it's got, an interesting story element, and just kind of go ahead and lurk. Full lurk for a little bit there. Fortunately, a lot of SnowRunner is just watching to wait and catch someone making one of those dumb mistakes that puts the truck sideways. Gotta turn in the dark. Yeah, I'm gonna hope it's just this one right here. That actually seems reasonably well marked. It's probably going to be my doom. Now that I'm onto contracts instead of tasks, I actually keep the contract up and selected when I change maps, instead of the map-specific task getting removed from my active list. That's always annoyed me. Got to go to the other map to get the cargo you want to finish this thing on this map, but as soon as I go get it, I've lost it. And no matter what, Spirit of the River has been the thing that it's always wanted to set me to. Finally, I'm set both ways. Being stuck in the trees. Yeah, I've done the stuck in the trees game. Especially when I was doing my first mod map attempt on Krokodilsk, by the guy that built that map. Did a good job of using terrain as a limiting feature instead of relying on invisible walls and things, but then overdid it. So he used forests very effectively in a lot of places for preventing you from driving shortcuts, because his maps were built out of these giant S patterns of the highway, and if you wanted to cut off a loop, there's only one spot I know of that he intentionally kind of set it up to allow for it. All of the others he put in these giant steep cliffs, or thicker than I've seen in any official map forests, just to make sure you can't get through. And then it had the feel of an invisible wall at that point. But I should be able to go this way, and I very much want to go this way. Don't make me go the incredibly long way around every time, because a lot of his missions were built on driving from map 1 all the way across map 2, 2/3 of the way across map 3. Hey, KDP, welcome in. These walk-up sounds are the best for this. I don't have to ever actually look at chat. I know when my nemesis has arrived. You are here just in time for me to drive my truck around. Okay, granted, that's most of what this game actually is. But I didn't blather quite as much at the beginning of the stream as I have on Sunday. So far, I've only completed one contract. The driving a big circle up in the mountains. Boom. Easy. Piece of cake. Now I'm actually hauling cargo. But I got these rolls of metal delivered to the top of the hill, and we're going to have our 4th watchtower, our first constructed one, done and all ready to go. Load times. The big Switch 2 rumor right now is that even indie developers have now received their Switch 2 dev kits, which certain pundits have taken to mean that the release isn't quite as far away as some of them had theorized, and that late spring of 2024 is distinctly an option for a release window right now. Those that were originally thinking holiday season 2024, so 13 months from now, give or take, a lot of those are kind of now backpedaling and thinking earlier might make more sense. And I like the sound of that because now that eventually I'm gonna have a job here. My first payday will be on the 22nd of November, though I will only receive 1 week's worth of pay at that point. But from then on, paydays on the 7th and the 22nd, I will be getting the full pays. I'm starting in the middle of the pay period. Jerks. Now I'll actually have the money to buy a Switch 2, so I like that. Otherwise, it's a lot of Christmas money to try saving up. So I think the theory is that right now you can get a Switch OLED for $330, $350 in some kind of a little bundle. I think the Switch 2 is going to be $400 or $450. Still cheaper than an Xbox or a PlayStation. But it should have roughly the power of a PS4 or an Xbox Series S. I think they've said. But it's got some graphics level cheats that can actually get it quote unquote PS5 level graphic display, but the underlying game engine still operates as a PS4. So PS4 games that look better than a PS4 is what it's supposed to do. And honestly, that's pretty damn awesome. I would love an upgrade to this system that accommodated that. I am all about this particular system because of the portability, the ability to use it handheld or docked, the ability to, its namesake, do the switch, where you've got it handheld, you drop it in the dock, and suddenly it's on your TV, and then you can go the reverse, and you don't even have to pause the game. You can do it right in the middle if you're ballsy. That is a neat feature, but I don't use it terribly much. But the ability to take it on the go is huge. So upgrading this experience to a 2 would be awesome. Oh, hang on, I gotta get my... Okay, I remembered where my fireworks are. Boom! Oh, okay, that was a pretty literal just boom. Now we have a good view of the river so we can keep the local fauna safe. Good job! And let's take a look at the observation. There's a lot of trucks on top of this hill. That's the movie set that has the 2 scout trailers. There is nothing for it to expose anymore. There's a little bit of... So the upgrade was actually sitting right about there. I saw this road existed, and it was really pale through here, so I thought that's a perfect place to go look for stuff. And there was a 2,000-liter fuel tanker sitting just right there. And I thought, well, sweet. So I got backed up to it, and as I'm looking out the front window, I thought, wait a minute, is there a little bitty car sitting over there, half buried in the ice on the lake? Little bitty cars is how they mark upgrade locations. And I drove to about right there, and then the yellow box lit up. I got very excited. Even though it's an upgrade I don't think I'll ever use, at least now I have it. And that's what it's all about. So let's see. I have got fuel carrier and the service trailer over here. Ooh, hey, warehouse repairs. Warehousing. Oh, and over here, this is the water tank where you can fill up on water, but I have no idea where you take it, what you do with it. that the resort? Nope, not the pictures. It must be... Oh, okay, so I was doing another Nordic environment. The Rangers. So there's the other tower. That tower's on the other map. That tower's on the other map. Should not... Oh! This is another Drive Places map. Ooh, I should probably do that one. Guardian... There's the other tower. I've not actually driven up the hill to see it yet. Well, that is a faux pas. I've driven past it a bunch of times, but I haven't driven up to it. That looks like a pretty straight shot. And I think climbing this side is a much easier prospect with cargo than trying to come up the downhill race route there, or actually even coming up this side. What does it need? Medium logs. Well, the medium logs live right there. That's handy. So I need something with a medium frame. Oh, yeah, okay, I've missed it. I was busy looking and prognosticating here. Oh yeah, Miller about to pass out. Oh man, I would have thought you were just getting up. Miller and KDP, you work very similar schedules, I gotta say. Check out the vid when you wake up. Hey, have a good night, Miller. Crash out before you turn... Okay, yeah. Shutting down before your phone makes you is always a good plan. Portability has become my preferred reason for the Switch, yeah. Swell, Sims 4 on the Switch. Oh, they... From all I've seen and heard, they could do it on the 2. Apparently, there's an Unreal Engine 5 demo running around. They were demoing it at Gamescom, and apparently UE5 will run on the Switch too. And I think that's where the graphics, the extra boosted graphics engine on top of the processor actually helps it out. They could 100% do another. They could do Sims out there. That would be pretty cool. I had the Sims on my Xbox, and after playing it on PC forever, I really didn't care for console controls for it. It kind of worked, but... is that close enough that I just do 2 drives? Or do I want to go get a medium trailer, since someone's got to be taken back to get the medium frame anyway? Who wants medium frame? Normally I would say the Tega would be good, but the Tega's really hooked up for long logging right now. I don't think the Azov can take a medium frame. Those aren't actual cars, those are lies. There's the Voron. Maybe I'd take the Voron for a run. Originally, I had the Voron sitting here so it could start doing the movie trailer, but... Yeah, let's do it this way. This gives us a little truck variety within the stream. I do actually like this truck. It's more capable than I originally thought. And it was that mod trip through Crocodile Square. You start with this truck with the car carrier, and that is all you have. I discovered this truck actually had a little more capability than I'd originally given it credit for. There's my extra 2,000 liters of fuel, in addition to the 2,800 liters that are in this big, bad, beefy boy. So alliterative. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to take... Crap. Oh, that's backwards. I want to make sure that it has as much fuel as possible. Because I'm just going to recover this anyway to go put the logging frame on. Tay always picks on me because I don't play Sims. I just build houses. That is playing the Sims. You don't have to do it. Sims they've made tweaks here and there, but I could make an argument that The Sims is a toy, not a game. Change my mind. They've done stuff to add game elements to it, to give you purpose and reason, but it doesn't need them. If you don't want to do them, you just don't, and it's not a big deal. You just sit down and you do crazy things like Miss Silvermoon's 100 Baby Challenge. I think I've seen her start that twice, and I don't think I've ever seen her get past 7. Because holy crap, maintaining babies in The Sims is a nightmare. I think it's even worse than real life. No, that can't be. That can't be right. Nothing's worse than real life. Medium logging. Nope, not that. Medium logging frame. Are you the kind that can actually take the medium trailer as well? You stick out a little far, but I'm going to give you a shot here, son. I'm going to give you a shot. You've got a snorkel. That's important. Oh, no. Okay, if we're going to do this, we need to build you up. Clearly, I have not had you into the shop to actually make changes. He's been running on highway tires. This is going to make a big difference. Oh, wait. Back. Yeah, let's raise that suspension first. Yeah, that is definitely telling that I've been okay with this truck, and I've been running it pretty much stock this whole time. Now that I can put the useful equipment on here, this is going to be a big difference. Let's put some big old 50 inchers on. Geez, I think just the MHS. I think those are the ones that I really want. I can sell that off. Got that. Off-road gearbox. Okay, it did give me the good gearbox. That's probably why it's been so manageable. Oh, it also gave me the good engine. That's why those have worked out really well. I'm happy with the beacons and the fog lights. That puts more lights on front. I like that. Oh yeah, we need the bullhorns. The double tall beacons. But I think if I put those on, it takes away. Yeah, okay, it takes away the big fancy bar. I need the big fancy bar. Searchlight. Where does the searchlight get mounted at? Hello, searchlight. Oh, is it right there in front of the driver's mirror? Okay, yeah, I want that. No, screw the sun visor. That's stupid. It does mean I need to come back over here as a frame add-on? No, rooftop. Rooftops already. Yeah, that bug. Okay, we got to put those back on. Exhaust. I'm gonna put that one on. Honestly, the rims look fine. That's kind of wicked. But you're joining the fleet, son. You need fleet colors. Oh, the horn's terrible. Oh boy, the burlap. I do need you to be just a little bit better, burlap. I need log trailer. Take it. Yes. This is one of those that'll actually hook up medium trailer with the medium frame. Almost the same thing. It's been long enough since I recorded those. I don't remember exactly which is which now, but on Trigger Fire, I do have them saved with their truck name. one sounds like Eeyore. Try not to crash. I gotta click a button there real quick. Oh, I didn't crash. Yay me! Just keep hitting them, see how random you get. Someday, I'm gonna finish upgrading my bot, so it'll do the random ones for me. The day is not today. And I already know that day is not gonna be tonight, because Mrs. Jedi is actually allowing herself an evening off of school/intern work. Oh, you know what? I know what tonight's actually going to be. Her new Magnum PI series airs Wednesday nights. She has it recorded on the Hulu DVR, but hasn't had the opportunity to watch it yet. That's what we'll be doing tonight. We'll be watching Magnum. Just random horns. I think there are 5 random horns, and there are 4 random trucks. 2 of them are truck horns, and 2 of them are drive-bys. That's the one I was never... I was happy and proud of myself that I got it built, because that's the first one that I did that was a random multi-redeem through Triggerfire. But I wasn't actually happy with the sound choices. They're just what I found that were available as a public domain or... by attribution, Creative Commons stuff. Technically speaking, I guess the horns redeems because they come from this game. They aren't Creative Commons, but I'm playing the game, so it's not like there's anything secret. And then every once in a while, just every once in a while, Twitch decides that there's something in this game that sounds like it might be copyrighted music, so it mutes a chunk. Neither rhyme nor reason. That's fine. Okay, we'll come down here. I don't really need to map this. I don't need to map this out at all. No, this is fine. Oh, you know what? There's a tiny little segment right here that I haven't driven down. Oh, man, I'm finding all the little tiny segments that I've been missing before. And he needs to go up there. Yeah, so I am going to come around this way on the pavement. I'm carrying a lot of logs. I'm not going to go screwing around with the adventure tracks. I am going to screw around with the possibly 20% safe route. Just like this. There's the beacons. I waited long enough that I didn't accidentally recover myself or detach the trailer or do any of those. Look at that, Jedi Greeter on duty. Very happy with you, my little greeter. I have plans for you at least. I do not have it running from my cloud-hosted site yet. Because really that's going to take a lot of React front-end work. For all intents and purposes, I have to get it working as the kind that would let me do a video redeem. Otherwise, it's not actually going to make sound through the desktop audio, which is how I pick it up now. It's got to come through a browser source. And honestly, that's going to take me the longest to actually figure out how to get working the way I want it. Once that's in place, then all of a sudden doing audio, video redeems, all of that becomes semi-trivial. First, we're going to put some on the trailer. Then we're going to load the truck. Look at us, we got 2 loads. Oh, hey, I'm just now noticing I need more metal rolls. Well, I've taken the last 2 in existence, so I know now what I need to do for these 2. I need to go make them from scratch by hand. Full-time, all-wheel drive, and diff lock. I do like this truck. I do like it. Hate that horn. It sounds like a bicycle horn. Burlock's got a good horn. Cadillac only has one cargo slot, so it's not going to be doing me a whole lot of good for the rest of this map. But it's got a good horn. It has the ability to go scouting. Oh, that was a little lean. It's fine. It's fine here. We're fine. Oh, that's right. This is the tiny little road stretch that I have not driven before. So I don't know where all of the little leans are, but we're fine. It's safe now. I have a long log truck. I now have a medium log truck all ready to go. Maybe when I'm done with this load here, I just leave this truck sitting in the vicinity of one of those medium log camps. I think the one that I'm headed to for the one that I picked up the long logs from before, I think is the only long log camp over here. Maybe I drive Taiga back over in its direction. Actually, I'll drive past it with this one. So maybe after I drop these logs off, I drive back to that medium camp and then just leave it there. And then the next time I need medium logs, boom, ready to carry 2 loads. And then stage up the Taiga over there, so the next time I need long logs, boom, they're there ready to go. If I run low on gas, the Scout 800 is sitting back over my impromptu fuel depot with I think its Scout trailer is full on fuel. Plus there's almost 4,800 liters just sitting there in the multiple tankers waiting to go. So I can just fuel mule over here. To get the metal rolls, I can do a recovery on the Azov. Yeah, recovery on the Azov. That'll put me in the garage on the other map that's right near the facility that makes the rolls. And I should be able to attach that Azov to the Jenny in order to get it started. I think this will work. Super slick stuff. SSS. Totally make that an emote, but I have no idea what that would actually look like. And that's too many letters to just make it a word emote. I don't need to lean that heavy. I'll stay over here on the grass. This truck actually moves with a heavy load like this. In fact, it almost moves too fast. I'm getting a lot of body roll. No damage. I just felt like going oof because that was definitely a hard drop into the water. It's definitely helped remembering finally to get it in the shop so I can put the mud tires on it. There was a little bit of struggle with this truck on one of the missions I used it on, where it needed to go through some light mud, and it had what I assumed were at best the all-terrain tires. Nope, turns out they were the highway tires, but it did go through. Now with mud tires, it's a champ. We're going to go down to low plus for this hill here. Otherwise, it's going to be ratcheting up and down between first and second, like a Jack Russell Terrier. And every time it does it, it's going to come to a complete stop Don't nobody need that. Oh wow, this is... Even locked in low gear, it is still slipping. Let's go just low. Let's give ourselves a little extra runway here. There we go. Gear back up to low plus. Almost looks like no matter which way you try climbing this hill, you're going to have one little like, pseudo switchback like that to have to deal with. I still think that one may have been the easiest. Now I'm not on a switchback, I'm just kind of stuck. Probably on one of these rocks. Maybe that the rock surface counts as pavement, where these tires aren't so good. It's making me do a lot of slipping on the rock. We'll put the old wiggle in it. Dance back and forth. That gets us a good pull on this hill. Still good. I think this is the hardest. Is this where I need to make that hard U-turn? Yeah. Oh, and there's a tree in the way. Of course there's a tree in the way. It'll be a completely non-crushable one. So I'll probably get the trailer hooked on it. Maybe if I go wide. Yeah, hey, we got around. Yay, a tree. If a tree gets mowed down in the forest and I was the only one there to see myself do it, no harm, no foul. That's the old saying, right? Okay. Logs up a hill. Pre-planning here. Is there an effective way for me to get this rig turned around? I'm a little worried that there's not a good one. Ooh, hey, if I could pull it off with only the one extra backup there, I'm in good shape. It did look like this was teased at as being an alternate option. There's no way in hell this truck was coming up here with both sets of logs. It's going to have trouble getting down it even. Oof, there we go. There we go. Didn't even have to look at a tree going this way, though. Screw those trees. Casually negotiate around that rock. Swing that trailer around. race this back to the logging camp. I will just leave it parked. Oh, that probably did 1.8 engine wound. I'm going to leave it parked at the camp over here where the medium logs live. Because of this trailer, if I end up needing the logs next on the other map, I'll just load them up here and drive them around. That'll be no big deal. I don't think. Well, out of curiosity, as long as I'm going to pass this little maintenance trailer anyway. Nope. It cannot repair directly off of it. It has to be connected to something in order to dish out repair parts. Fair enough. I think I'm down a point on the engine, and I might be down 4 points on the fuel tank. Which, you know, it's a fuel tank. Probably not very good. So, you are low on fuel. That's a future me problem. I need the metal rolls. That was the thing that you did last. There's the Tega. You can just hang out there for right now, too. Back to the other map, everybody. I'm thinking I won't have time to get through all 4 of the watchtowers today, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the four build a watchtowers first. And then I should either, if it's available, the Oresztoke sign. I've decided that's how it's pronounced. You know, the fake Hollywood sign up there on the wall, on the top of the cliff. Or the movie trailer. Maybe we get started with that one. XC's recommendation for the movie trailer was once you get a rig hooked up to it, just leave it connected, because a lot of those missions... Oh, excuse me. A lot of those missions say, okay, now that you've taken the trailer over here, take it someplace else. Oh, and then do it again. Oh, and then do it again. So his recommendation was just leave something connected to it, because someone's going to want to move it sometime. Again. And honestly, that's kind of... Well, that's the way I'm doing these logging trucks. It's kind of rigged up. I've left it in the right spot. So at some point, I'm sure I'll need it again. Somebody who can take that one. It needs to be a low saddle, I believe, so Burlak won't be able to do it. Sorry, Burlak. Well, we're going to run over and we're going to see if this truck can hitch up to the Jenny so that I can start it. If it can't, then hey, Burlak's got something to do, and it's got the heavy hitch. Actually, it defaulted to not having any defined hitch, which apparently the default to the default was to be the heavy full-size rig hitch. So now it explicitly has the heavy hitch on it. This will be a much shorter drive to go pick stuff up than it was last time. Burlak is all nervous and twitchy, wondering whether it gets to go into the game today or not. That's going to depend on this connection over here. Conflict upon attachment with the flatbed. No, it cannot attach. That's right. It will work if you don't have the loading crane on, because the bed sits that much farther forward. But if you've got the crane, or on some trucks it's in even the spare tire. I don't think this one gets in. Then you got a problem. That's okay. It was a problem we were prepared for. Oh yeah, I tested out the hitch. I'm connected to this thing. Actually, don't want to be connected. No, 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 no. Yes. Oh, sweet, sweet music. Which is not to be confused with a 2-minute timer. It's a totally different one. Speaking of Nico, we very loosely talked about starting to play around with some of the guest star, and I've now been accepted into the beta program for the Stream Together program on Twitch. We were going to screw around with some co-streaming options. It definitely did not happen yesterday. I don't think Nico even streamed for himself yesterday. But someday we'll get around to doing it. The Stream Together, I think, is kind of cool, and I don't know how it differs from Guest Star. Kind of, it might not. Unless Guest Star limits you to 1, but this Stream Together actually lets you have up to 5 guests. That would be kind of fun to experiment, get a good multiplayer game of something going. I have been extremely pleasantly surprised with Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed. I've only been playing it solo with bots, and it's actually been really fun. Vroom. Generator is running. Open up. No, beams, consumables, metal rolls. There you go. Oh, poop sticks. I thought these were all built just by paying the fuel cost, but you actually do need materials. Oh, crap. Oh, I hope... Oh. Well, that was dumb. There you go. I built one. Now I have one that'll let me build, and will this build 2? So I guess it used a little more than... They could have just said, hey, it takes like 50 fuel. But... Okay, whatever. Oh, no, actually, no, that is the interface that I want. But I want this too. Okay, I'm going to hit the A button. Please don't drop me out of the menu again. Thank you. Oh, okay, yeah, we're running. All right. Metal rolls. Ho! I hope Mrs. Jedi wasn't actively napping upstairs. I'm going to just ruin things. Not like Nico and his screams, though. I would be into that. Poop sticks. So now it just reads, I would be into that poop sticks. Maybe that's what you meant. No, no, no. I don't want to judge you. Very, very careful. Bounce. Yeah, sooner or later, Nico and I are going to do an experiment with the... Well, I was almost going to call it multicasting. That's a different thing. With these... co-casting, I guess, maybe? Co-streaming? Oh, there you go, Tonka. Boom, got it. Gonna go die now? Is that what it was blocking? Wow. Don't scream like Nico. Oh, yeah. Yeah, napping or awake. I don't know what the hell gets into that boy. Yeah, when I connect to one of his streams on my laptop, if it's playing through the laptop speakers, I have to set my volume to 1%. And he's still loud and high-pitched enough that it comes through at least at a comfortable level at that point. If I have my volume set at full, like normal, I'm pretty sure it actually damages my computer. If I'm listening on headphones like these, though, then if I set the volume to 50%, it's fine. I could probably do it at 100% and it wouldn't murder me, but there's something about my speakers that makes his nonsense painful. Which I think is the catchphrase for his stream. Nonsense that's painful. Which is anything with speakers anymore. Well, yeah. Usually it's because my ears is tired. Oh, good. Loading screen. Well, I tell you what. The other reason for going with water instead of coffee is I'm parched today. We did make the good coffee blend today. I'd actually finished my portion of it only about 45 minutes before stream time. I was close. I was close to having Darth Mug for this stream. It's also why I figured I wouldn't go straight to Coffee Monkey. Give the coffee pot a little time to sit and savor. Then we may fire it up again tonight. Especially if we're going to do a movies in Magnum. Oh, I just discovered today that The Nun 2 is available on Max, so I may have to... When Mrs. Jedi goes to sleep at like 7:30 after watching her Magnum, then the earphones may be going on, and I may be watching The Nun 2 for free. Beacon's on. I'm very close to know where I'm going. Actually, you know what? I've said I know where I'm going. I do know how to get there by pavement, but it's a way shorter drive if I go ahead and just take the adventure route here. So I'm gonna hop up there, come across, and then I gotta look for my mud pot to come up this way. Okay. That steam whistle needs to be just a little more like that one. Yeah. A little louder. That one's got the nice. They both have the nice ghostly effect. I do enjoy that. Both of those brought to you by Sirenscape. Hashtag still not sponsored. Where's our boy? Oh, there he is. 2 minutes, Nico. Yep, one or the other finally have a paycheck again. Milestones is going to be me dropping them the little bit of cash to unlock all 64 slots on the iPad Stream Deck, the virtual Stream Deck. And I can have sounds and my redeems and all kinds of triggers just all over the place on my pad screen. And then I don't have to remember which page did I hide my last button on. I hope I'm going the right way. This maybe kind of looks like the right... Oh, yes, this is the right way. This is going to be some tough turning with the long 8-wheel boy here. And look at that, it's nighttime in SnowRunner again already. Ow. I drove really hard into that rock. That rock hit me. Okay, I don't know what kind of grip problem we're having there, but it was being weird. It was probably this giant rock I was trying to push around. I can't make the camera go where I want it. Oh, because I was too close to the cliff face. which I suppose is technically a little bit better than if the camera just clipped inside the cliff and then you could see the inside of the rock but not the truck. That's actually a little less helpful. But only a little less helpful. Close to 3 contracts in a single 2-hour stream? I'm going like the Flash. I think I saw a text message from Mrs. Jedi go by, so the nap may be over now. So everyone act cool. Pretend like I haven't said anything atrocious. Slowing the wheels down. That's better. Rise out of the water. There you go. This was still faster than driving all the way around even on the pavement. Oh, I got caught in that exact same tree again. This time it broke. Oh, no, nope, 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 nope. No one do anything. No one talk. Not pitch the camera up to realize there's a giant rock sitting right there just waiting to tip me. Everything's cool now. Don't act cool, you are cool. Pretend for the sake of the authorities that I'm the one who is cool. I guess that's one. Definitely seen some Mrs. Jedi texts come flying through. I think they are targeted at somebody else and I'm just being copied on them. So I'm going to ignore them for the time being. Oh, there we go. There's your double mod. Boom. You let authority have it, Tonka. I just wanted to do a little engine damage so that I could back into the delivery zone. Just a bit. More fireworks. Boom. Watchtower open. Perfect. Now we have a great view of the lake and its surroundings, which, you know, you had before too. That would probably be really pretty if it wasn't the damn middle of the night in SnowRunner again. Oh, what do I want to get queued up here? If I want to do the other tower missions, those are going to be back on the other map. Wooden planks. You can make wooden planks from medium logs, and I've got a medium log truck all set to go. Let me start tracking that. Do I have any medium planks sitting on this map? That's where I can make some. That wants me to go back to the other map for them. So, no, there aren't any living on this map. And I already know about the metal rolls. Metal rolls, no issue. So let's go take a look at Mountain Ridge then. Finally, I get to keep the same mission up when I do this. 2 wooden planks sitting right there just waiting. And I can build the rolls right there. I could do this with just the Azov. given that the tower is way up there. What? Oh, that's got a... Oh, that has a medium plank sitting in it. That, hey, if I grab a quick, easy trailer, I could do this in one run with the Azov. What's this? That's the other medium log trailer. That's just sitting over there at that camp. Okay. Yeah, we could do this. Let me get back to the other map. I'm in the Azov. The Azov is the one I want to be in. This is my intention. This is my focus. Whoosh. We're going to recover back over here. Hey, Mrs. Jedi. Did make it out of nap zone. Congratulations. I've seen some of your messages go by. I haven't read them. I don't think they're targeted at me, so I've ignored them for the time being. I think in relatively short order, I can complete my third watchtower of this stream here. And then we have dinner and Magnum plans. And then I've mentioned to a couple of people, as soon as you're asleep by 7:30, then I'm going to watch The Nun 2. Thank you for your contractually obligated resub, Mrs. Jedi. Been subbed for 15 months, but I've only been streaming for 3. I'm a baby. To get this to connect... Hang in there. There it is. There it is. I'm taking that off. I should now be able to hook up a trailer. That's what I was missing before. I wouldn't mind taking that little red trailer, but that little red trailer already has cargo packed in it, so we're going to let it sit tight. I'm going to very briefly buy a stupid trailer. I'm going to flip over here so I can actually see it. There's a lot of trailers available in this game now. There we go. Stupid little red wagon. Fine, whatever. I'm going to drive across the river first to go pick up the wooden planks that are just waiting over there for free. You are clearly my biggest fan. During the age of COVID, you're the only one allowed in the house, so I guess that automatically makes you the best. Congrats. So I'm gonna buzz over here. I'm gonna pick up the free wooden planks first. I'm going to toss them in the trailer just because I can. And then we'll go hit the factory over there. I will have to make a metal beam from fuel first. And then move one slot over in the construction menu to build my metal rolls out of that same metal beam. Plus an extra 20 fuel. It's dumb. Just make it a fuel cost to be done with it. And then in one fell swoop, we're going to go build Tower 3. The Eastern Tower, as it prefers to be known. Okay, straight up, I could have just left the trailer back on the other side of the river. Just loaded the planks on the back of this truck, and then gone back, picked up this trailer, and then taken it the football field length to the factory, and not actually had to drag it around. Because I'm going to have to make a U-turn after collecting these planks. And that's going to be a little challenging. Technically, I'm burning a little more fuel than I really need to be. Dragging an empty trailer around. So, could have thought this out a little bit more, I suppose. Didn't. Not that upset that I didn't, but didn't. It does look... Well, I thought maybe it looked like we had a little bit of a generous turnaround zone here, but I'm now disinclined to believe that. I'm still going to go really wide. I'm going to put those on the trailer. 2 wooden planks. Bippity boppity. I have now stolen from this house. The house is gone. Sorry, house. I almost feel a little bad about the way they've got this pillaging of materials set up. Usually it's the aftermath of a disaster, and these homes are in shambles, and it looks like someone has just started rebuilding. And so we drive by and we steal all of the materials that they brought for themselves. Less turning if I can just cut through the water here. Oh wow, that's nowhere near as deep as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Turnaround just became a lot easier. Problem avoided. Back we go. Since I left the map and came back, I think that means the generator will have shut itself off. It doesn't waste fuel just sitting there idling. You only use fuel when you craft something with it. But the burlap should still be attached. So if I need it turned back on, I've got a vehicle already connected that can do it. It is now my mission in life to finish this mission. That will probably be the stream for today. Although, if Nico got a bee in his bonnet, showed up later, and wanted to experiment with the simul-streaming stuff, depending on... If Mrs. Jedi's gonna fall asleep at 7:30 so I can watch a movie, it's got to be on the headphones because I'll have to be quiet because she'll be sleeping, so yakking with Nico probably wouldn't be so well. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Who has any idea what the hell is going to go on tonight? I would definitely like to get to that sooner rather than later. I do know that for the beta that I'm in, it feeds things using browser sources. So realistically, I probably need to build a new scene that can suck them in. The advantage that it has over just doing kind of a video conference with Discord and then pointing your video sources at the little cut-down area around their video is that people can pop in and out at will, and it doesn't screw up the layout. And in fact, you have dedicated browser sources for each of your 5 possible guest slots. And they're permanent. So you can have a scene built that features all 5, but it'll only actually animate those that you have set up as live in the system. It also features a backstage area, so you can get people loaded in, so you can get the look at all of the feeds before they've gone live. And if you happen to run with mods, like, say, Dan Servo and his 2 best mods on Twitch, the mods can actually control a bunch of what goes on in backstage. Okay, stop engine. Are you running? No. Okay, that's fine. We kind of figured it wouldn't be. I don't even have to start the burlap. Okay, there's the smoke, so it is now running. Bingo! I need to build one of these. Done. I need to build one of these because it makes 2. Done. I think the Jenny starts with 1,500 liters, and I'm only down to 1,250, so I'm hopeful that I might not ever even have to fill it. Realistically, I bet I will. Probably just once. Now from here, I need to go this one. I need to pick up plank 1, plank 2. We are loaded. We have everything we need for this one tower. Yeah, okay, I want to follow the pavement around to here. That's a nice, easy drive. Then, ooh, I haven't been up this side on this map. We're totally doing that right now. I mean, blustering your way to the top on a new road with cargo in tow. I mean, what could be cooler than that? Thanks, Burlak. As long as I stay on this map, that generator will stay running. But if this is the last thing I do and then I shut it down, that will shut down the game. That will shut down the gen as well. Stupid rules. 2 wooden planks, 2 metal rolls. It doesn't seem to think I need anything else. I am in business. Knock down that stupid barricade because it's stupid and I hate it. I'm really hoping I don't roll on the pavement here. While funny, it would also be embarrassing. But funny. And I don't know who Mrs. Jedi's texting with, but I'm getting flooded with those messages now. Hey, over there, garage. We'll be back for you later. Hey, Jedi Greeter. Thanks for dropping back in. Letting me know you're running. You know, when the Jedi Greeter gets kicked out, which honestly has only happened once midstream, it does know what happened. It basically gets a connection timeout, and it flowed gracefully through the code, so nothing crashed. It's just, I think what happened is Twitch decided, you know what, you're not authorized anymore, get out, and it shut down the IRC channel that Twitch uses for the chat. I could hook that up, because the code still works correctly, I could hook that up to a sound effect. And it would even come through on stream. It just couldn't say on the chat, oh no, I've been disconnected, because it's already been disconnected. But I could give it a sound effect. I gotta put that on the list. Like I said, it's only happened the one time. And I don't know how or why, whether it was a glitch or if it's something that Twitch can do. There have been a few instances where I fired it up for the first time in prep for a stream, and it has said, oh, you know what, I just tried logging in and it won't let me, and I have to go rebuild the authorization. Which I want to say I don't understand. I can, as a software developer, I get that, but also as a Twitch user, I don't remember reading anything that says that there's any particular expiration date on any of these authorizations you make. There's a button to go in and explicitly revoke one in case say you're working on code on stream and you accidentally flash up your OAuth signature. That's a really, really bad thing. Try never ever to do that. But if you do, there's a button that says, yeah, revoke that one. And then when you're not streaming, you can go back on and say, yeah, please give me a new one. I'll try to do better with it this time. That's why I have mine saved in a external configuration file that I do not load up into the editor at the same time that I'm editing the code. So if I was to ever do a watch me code stream, that was close to it, I would never accidentally throw out my credentials. Because I actually am a professional. Well, the streaming part I haven't done, but the screen sharing of code I have done before. It's been a minute since I've been up this way. That's right, there's some of the snow that lives over there. When I get to my first turn and it's somewhere I haven't been before, it should be very exciting to see what happens. I'm already in HUD range of the drop-off point. Also, well, it shows up a little bit on cam, but it has definitely started toward dark here. Yes, okay, I need to make this hard turn, everybody. It would help me if you all leaned to the right. So if I feather the gas, it makes it turn a little tighter, but not tight enough to clear that. There we go. Good enough. Okay, new trail. It's very green and it's very crunchy. Now it's very white. Hopefully not very slippery. I think with this much snow, at least, you don't have to worry about ice. It's just lots of snow. I do have the mud tires on, which are the best for snow. I got all 8 of them churning. Oop, they're downshift. But we're able to start up again. Okay, we might make this. Oh, I can see the tower platform right there. Wow, I've actually shifted going uphill. Did someone plant a tree in the middle of the road? You know what happens to trees in my way? Boom, should have learned. Say hi to your mom for me. This was a good choice for the snow. It's got what I was thinking at the time, but it has worked out pretty well. It's a little slow through the pavement sections, but we are making good time through the snow. Okay, everybody stand by for another kind of hard turn. Easy peasy. This is one of those where I'm going to go nice and wide over here. Give myself maximum opportunity for getting turned around. Ooh, didn't straighten out in time. Ready with them fireworks. Wooden planks, delivered. Metal rolls, delivered. Bow. See? We really appreciate your help. Nicely done. Ooh, 11,700. That's way better than the, what, 2K for the one on the other map? Yeah, I do feel appreciated, as a matter of fact. Where's the... Where is the launch thing? Oh, there he is. Now it's open. Launch observation. Ooh, with the sunrise. Very nice. Well, kind of mediocre, actually. Before I decide what's actually happening now, let's go take a look at this last one. The other tower on the other side of the map. I have driven up to that one before. That one you go through this little movie set. I haven't driven the frozen river because that seems scary. I have driven the ski path though. There's the Orstoke sign, and it's just up out of town. Oh, that's not too inaccessible from town. That one needs short logs and consumables. We build the consumables here. Oh, well, the short logs come from there. Look, there's a trailer ready to go, except that trailer only takes medium logs. It's not a terrible amount of driving. The only pinch that I made on myself here is that I have left myself with a trailer, so I can't just casually recover this Azov. It's not a terrible drive back. Although, if I go ahead and drive the Azov back, then I don't have to bother with a crane carrying that third consumable. One moment, please. Where'd my phone go? Let's go. I'm gonna do a quick checkup here and see what the messages are. Let's see. Okay, wow, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. Okay, those are not relevant to me, which is good. Ooh, wow, there is a lot going on over here. I don't think any of these actually apply to me as well. That's good. Okay, got one more. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay, I don't think Mrs. Jedi is on her way down yet. So everyone be cool. Tonka, you already are, but everyone else, be cool. I think I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this last one done. I'm just going to try hammering it out. Where am I right now? I'm up on this hill. So I want to come back down this hill. I just want to go back down the way that I came up. I'm going to lay out a bunch of these just kind of because I can. I probably want to dive into the garage to get fueled up real quick. And I want to come back over here. I'm going to grab the consumables. And then me and the consumables are going to drive like the damn wind to get back over here. This feels a little gnarly, but doable. Oh, no, wait. I want a little lower. Put that in the road. Build up a few. Now, this is a drivable path. I did it in the Tataran. With the truck with the trailer, I'm not quite feeling as confident. So we may have to drive around here. There. Leave myself enough space to get turned around now. No, I did not. Those might be smashy trees, but I might also end up crashing into the rock on the other side of them. So, okay, we're off. I'm going to do one more mission just so that all of the watchtowers are done. I don't... Is there anything... Actually, no, there's a watchtower count, isn't there, on this map? Yes! 6 out of 7 watchtowers. Okay. My ultimate sense of accomplishment, then. I'm going to get that to 7 out of 7. It's going to take me 2 drives to do. This one's going to get all the consumables. And then I will probably need a different truck, because I'm going to need something that can take the short log frame. You know, I have to remember which all ones can do. I think the Zix will. I think both of the big Zixes will. The 605 and the 612. The nuclear one and the Mastodon. I've got both of them sitting in my truck storage. So I'm gonna, yeah, okay. So I'm going to do the consumable delivery with this. I'll just leave it parked up at that tower. And then I will go grab probably the Party Zix, the Mastodon, just because it's fun. Put the short log frame on it, and then run over real quick to that log station. and then just scoot your booty to drag them short, that one order of short logs over. And that'll kind of leave me with trucks and trailers spread out all over the place. See, here's my thing. That then, when I get the bug and I gotta play this and I'm not streaming it, that gives me something to do that's ultra boring on stream. The truck and trailer harvesting process. So I can spend an hour or two just driving around the map, moving machines around without actually doing any of the cargo or any of the contract work. Oh, wow, I just came to a hard stop. Oh, okay, because there's a tree there. Okey-dokey. Oh, we'll go around the other side of the rock. That'll get us accomplished both on and off stream. I feel very good about that. Hopefully I get this done before it's both dark in the game and dark here in real life, because I have 4 lights on, 2 laptop monitors, the TV I'm playing this on, and that sign behind me. From past winter history, it gets dark by the end of some of my streams if I forget to turn the room light on. And this one, since I started at 3, I kind of figured I might only stream till 5, but here I am, I'm still going. It's because I'm playing SnowRunner. I don't ever want to stop. Now with the beauty of mod map and vehicle support, I don't have to just because I've finished Season 11 eventually. I should be able to get this done before 6, within the next half hour, and that'll be 5 contracts in the same stream. That's kind of huge. Remember the good old days of 3 hours per contract? I have access to a lot more vehicles, very specialized for specific tasks now. Definitely helps with the speed of overall doing, if not really so much the speed of driving on pavement. I don't have to stop at the garage for gas. The Burlak has gas. I'll just steal a little bit of its juice, just to be sure. Actually, you know what? I don't even have to do that. I still have 225 liters, and I'm just driving straight there. I'm not going to dick around with trying to take this guy over and figure out how to deal with short logs. So I'm just got to drive straight down to the other end of town and then up to the top of the road. I got plenty of fuel for that. So we're just going to keep on rolling, making up for the fact that we are not fast on pavement. This is faster than if it was mud bog the whole way, which this truck would still be more than happy to do. Downside to the good off-road or SnowRunner transmissions is that even though it's a 5-speed, its top end is not as good as if it was... They do 8 speeds for their high range, or highway, or there's one of them that has got a crap ton of gears in it. I don't think quite as many as a real truck, but a lot. I haven't left the map, so the Jenny should still be running. Number one thing I got to be careful with is I do not have the loading crane on this truck anymore, so I could accommodate the trailer. So try not to flip. I need consumables. There you go. All it needs is fuel. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put 1 in the trailer, 2 on the truck. That almost sounds like a filter thing. Need say no more. Okay, we are rolling. We're gonna... Theoretically, you know, I could have dumped the trailer, put the loading crane back on this, loaded 2 on the back, and then just taken the 3rd one on the crane. But that would have involved going back through the garage and doing the reconfigure on it to put the crane back on. So this saves a little bit of time. So I'm gonna have to go back to the garage separately to get the Zigs anyway. Little horn action because we're excited. Ooh, that was a good one. I was busy looking at buttons. Fortunately, I drove so far off the road that I missed the pole accidentally.
Wow.
Wow. Look at this. We've already made it to town. The drop-off point's just right up over there. The catch is you got to go the kind of long way around to get up there. This truck would probably do okay climbing the ski slope, but it's going to come as a shock to you. The ski slope is full of snow, so there's definitely going to be some wheel spin trying to make that whole climb. So I think going around this way is still going to be better. Plus, this way you get to see some of the green screen stuff we have going on in town. I'm really hoping, though doubting, that when you complete some of the big contract work, like the regional activities, whatever the hell they call those, regional meta tasks, that you get a good making the movie animation like they did for launching the rocket anymore. My rough understanding of things is that Saber has the B team, or maybe even the C team, working on DLCs at this point. The A team has already moved on to working on the next project, whether it's anything SnowRunner related or not. So the time and expertise with the application available are both lower. So adding something really big and fancy like that is probably unlikely, but I would still be excited to see it happen. I'm also wondering if completing this 4th watchtower here might actually complete that regional task. Because I know all 4 of them had the little globe icon on them that indicated they directly contributed toward the completion of the regional activity. Our first look at whether any of them actually do that or not. Manually downshift before it was forced to, and I could stay out of first. We're already upshifting again. Holy shift snacks, Batman. 5th gear around this corner. That is a nice low-range off-road gearbox. Yeah, my old Scout 2, you put it in 4 low. It was a 4-speed, and you could start. Well, you could always start in 2nd gear, whether you're in 2-wheel or not, because the 1st gear was a granny gear. But in 4 low, you could start in 3rd gear and beat a 4th gear within just a couple of seconds. And you're right there. You're right there at top speed. And you might hit 20 miles an hour. That was it. Hey, Jedi Greeter, welcome back. Oop, oh crap. I was looking at the greeter and not the fact that I really needed to manually downshift to prevent the stall, but yeah, there we were. At least it was just a momentum stall and not an engine stall. That's what happens when you use height. Speaking of high gear, let's use it. You get that nice high whine with it. Oh, it is such a cool sound. Too bad that horn isn't as good. Good high torque gear. Not a high speed gear. High torque gear. Pulls hills pretty dang nice. Point your truck that way, hold the accelerator down, put it in high gear, and it goes for as long as it can. But if it reaches the point where it can't go, like that, then it'll stall the engine. I had to let off the throttle because this is leaning here. That was a little too high risk to take it full speed. And the water down there doesn't worry me, but the notion that the water could be deep, but the dirt alongside is not, means leaning, so we're going to stay on the side. There's our platform. Oh, crap. I moved to high just as it shifted to third. That break in momentum meant it died out. Almost cut it right with fourth there as well. You know what? I'm all about danger. So we're going to take the shortcut. It's got this steep, comparatively hard turn. Actually, a couple of them you gotta make. And then I think there's a kind of a rough pitch up at the very end. But I think you get the rough pitch up no matter which direction you go. Crap, this is gonna lean. Oh, this might have been a terrible choice. Oh, I might regret this. In fact, we are gonna go to low gear just to avoid shift shock. Oh boy. Oh, and it. Did my one rollback maneuver. The wheels didn't get pivoted over to where I wanted them, and suddenly I'm not rolling in a very good direction. Okay, we recovered that. Now we just need to not roll right here. Get that wheel up. Yeah. That's right. Try not to roll here in the last turn. Oh, no. Yes. Go nice and wide thing to facilitate U-turns later. 1, 2, 3. This also leaves room for us to bring up the Zix with the short log. Now, do we have any short logs on this map? No, it does not lie. Oh, yes, that is where... Ooh, the short logs are way over there. Okay. Maybe okay? Wait, I want to see the map again. Let me see this map again. Yeah, that is right over here by this other gateway. Okay, okay. I finally got oriented here. It's because I'm flipped back over to the map one again. I've got myself confused. Okay, so I'm already here for the garage. Let's go to truck storage. Let's break out. Screw it. We're breaking out the big boy here. I haven't gotten to see the big boy in action on this map, so let's get him some work. If he can take the short. Oh, wow, they've really increased the amount of frames he can take. Sweet. Can he do... No, he can't do both. Well, he might be able to do both if I got rid of the spare tire. The extra spare tire. The spare. But I shouldn't need that. I shouldn't, right? Oh yeah, wow, I've completely lost track of everything that I was doing. I'm doing all of this just from the same map here. You know what? Oh man, there's another tiny little new area that I haven't been through, so we're going to go and check that out real quick. Let's go get us some short logs. It's got a powerful horn, but it's a very strong car horn. This one still isn't a good truck horn. Oh man, I'm going to have to monitor these sound levels because this is one of the loudest trucks in the game. Let me turn that down a little bit. That seems better. That's running down low in the yellow zone where I run kind of medium high in the yellow. If I get extra jazzy, I can hit the red zone. This is deafening coming off the TV. 500 starting liters of fuel, plus the extra fuel I have on top, plus I think there's extra fuel in the little repair box next to the spare tire. We're definitely good on fuel. I'm a little torn. There is a medium logging trailer that's sitting over there at this camp. I don't know. I'm probably going to need medium logs on both maps. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave both trailers on both maps for the time being. I'm going to resist that anal compulsion to get it cleaned up. And I'm just going to let it sit over there while I run this mission. At some point, I'll want to take... Oh, there was the guardrail. I swung a little too wide. At some point, I'm going to want to preview all the contracts I have access to, just to see who needs logging, so I can get those cleaned up and out of the way. Stop being filth disgusting. It's just a yield sign. XC had pointed out on the Wednesday stream that there are a couple of novelty signs on these maps. The Little Folk one I showed earlier on this stream. I found that one before a couple of times. He had also mentioned that there was a big mosquito one. And I have seen a mosquito map, or a mosquito sign that, I couldn't tell exactly what the mosquito was hanging out with. It made it look like it was really big, but I thought it was kind of more like cattails or marsh reeds or something that it was floating on. That one is a red sign. So I told him, oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I didn't remember exactly where it is. But he sent me a screenshot of the one that he's talking about, and it's totally different. It is a big, your standard white and yellow sign, and it is very clearly a giant mosquito attacking two human silhouettes, and the mosquito is arguably larger than humans. I don't know where the sign exactly is, but it's now my partial mission to go and find it, because it looks funny as hell. Yeah, I've been to this logging camp before. And there's the trailer right there. If this camp does not do medium logs, though, then this trailer is out of here. It only does short logs. There is no value in having a medium trailer here. Please don't put it on the loading platform, put it on the truck. Okay, you're good. So you got 1 short logs, that's all we need. And then I'm going to come back out of here. Same way I got in. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think it actually is a little more straightforward just to go this way. I'm going to drop the trailer right there so that it can be recycled later, because that camp doesn't have medium logs, so it's no use. I feel so much better that I get to clean that up. And then we're going to take off back up the hill. We're going to take this short cut off again because we can. And we are going to deliver this 1 load of logs. And that will complete us for the day. I will have done all 4 watchtower constructions, plus the drive a big circle on the road contract, all in the same stream. That is a sense of accomplishment. Let's go get this trailer. And I think with the short logs, I should actually be able to hitch up like a normal person here. Oh, okay. I would have been, except I completely missed it. If I hadn't missed it, it would have been fine. Okay, trailer, you're coming with me. Mrs. Jedi, welcome home from work and school and nap. I see the Instant Pot being unveiled. Oh, we're doing tahini potatoes? Sweet potatoes with tahini butter. All of you are jealous. No, this will not be a cooking stream. Not yet, at least. It could be someday. It's not today. This is the right truck for the mud. Salt on the rocks. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, hey, this one's a 6-speed. Each one just barely faster than the last. Okay, brake right, brake right. The turn radius is so bad. I didn't crash into that pole, though. No, originally I was just going to drag this trailer away from that camp anyway, when there was a mission that you had to deliver it to the camp. And you know what, now that I recollect on it, I looked at the time to confirm that it didn't have medium logs, so I knew it didn't make any sense, though. But they also had a scout trailer of some kind just sitting at the camp. And I decided that's the one that I wanted to take away, because I figured I'd be back for logging at some point like this, and I could grab the bigger trailer, but the smaller trailer would be a little bit more of a pain in the butt, just because it would have required a scout hitch. Or you gotta go winching. I think I delivered this trailer using the Tataran, so I couldn't connect with it anyway. I was gonna winch no matter what. So I decided to save a tiny bit of effort for future me by taking the Scout one away. And look how convenient this worked out. Though honestly, if this If I had just winched a scout trailer, it would have been faster right here, because then I wouldn't need to do that. Although I'm still moving, and it's still moving, and it was moving faster than me. Okay, bye trailer. I'll see you later. That will also be part of my... I need to do something while off stream, but don't want to burn through all the contracts work. Someone's got to go pick up that trailer and sell it. Generator should still be running. Yeah, it's still got the smoke billowing. Don't need anything else from it today. Shutting down the game will shut down the generator, so we'll have to start it up again later. I like that all of the other watchtowers wanted lots of medium logs and scads of rolls of metal and everything to build up. This one wants just a handful of short logs and then a bunch of stacks. I think this is the tower I would get along with the most. Okay, go into town. Although I would also describe this as not the fastest truck in the world. I'm pretty sure this is going a little faster than the Azov. Just a little bit. Lots of contract work coming up in the town here. I've seen where there's a drop-off point on the other side of this green screen set. Yeah, right over there. No, it's this next one. Yeah, this one. I have a suspicion that may be where we need to drop off the trailer once I get to that one. Hey, we're off the pavement. Just need to make it up to the top of the hill. Don't bother with the tree. I'm just going to go through the mud this time. Some tree. We're definitely going to run into turn radius issues. I think that one actually did better than I managed to get the Azov. Although this isn't pulling a trailer, that definitely helps. Oh, we are running up through the gears while going uphill. Oop, bounce pivot. Sprint across the snow patch. This dude can handle snow. Zix 605R was the saving grace anymore. It was one of the only things that could get you through the snow there. I remembered to manually downshift before I got stalled. Still super slow. Go climb horn. This one, when we get to the one lane puddle, I'm not really worried about the tipping. let's still slow down for it, like I'm going to right here. The risk should be minuscule. Just to prove that to myself, I'm going to take that line instead of the high one this time. Quite as deep as I was worried that it was, but with the Azov loaded with the medium logs, there's always the chance that could have been a problem. Let's go with high gear. Let's get rid of all the extra shifting noise. I'm going to downshift to load plus. So I take the extra, the shift shock and the risk of momentum stalls out of the equation. Well, I needed to give it just a little bit longer. Oh, look at me. I think I'm going to invent a new way to go here. Why make that harder turn farther down when I can just climb straight over the rocks right here? Yeah, there we go. Now what am I stuck on? How am I stuck on something? Come on, I just made the noodle do good things. Help me out here. Work with me. There we go. Now we'll go back to full auto. Climb, baby, climb. Scratch my nose before I do my delivery. Give me time to get my fireworks queued up. We need to deliver one set of logs. Survey says... Fireworks. Bam. They build very quickly here. Contract completed. The watchtower's built. That is a regional thing. Great job. Now we can watch a legendary director at work. Oh, that's why they went. That's why they brought the snacks. So from up here, they can watch the little town below do its movie-making magic. There's also a set right behind it on the mountainside. Where do I get to that from? No, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. I think if I come here and I go to global map. I think that's it. There it is. Watchtowers built. One regional progress. That's what they call those. One regional progress done. Ha, ha, ha. Not a single step toward the ski resort or the filming yet, however. That's the Nordic environment. I got... Oh, hey, what do the rest of these need? A complete tourist cabin repairs, which don't belong here. Complete renewing the cycle, collecting waste, and a finishing. There's a whole bunch of stuff from a bunch of other places. Okay, so yep. This one, which is drive around in a bunch of circles, is that... Yeah, we're going to activate this one. So, where am I? So, there's my starting garage. So, if I ran down... There's a crap ton of places across the river over here. There's one big one right there. So, you start there. And then you just drive along this little back road. Come back to the pavement and back to there. I know you're busy, but you could squeeze in just one more errand. We'd really like to explore those areas and check the pollution level, but we have no equipment for that. Could you help us? Especially given that I've already driven that multiple times, so it's already completely exposed on the map, except for that one little corner right there. Yeah, that'll be super easy. That sounds like an awesome way to start out the next SnowRunner stream. Do this now, make sure it saves. Hey, look at me! I'm back to being on the main screen again. Let me do just a quick little bit of look up here. Let me see if there's anyone out snow running that I could raid into. Normally I would think Miller might be a really good choice right now, but yeah, Miller just went to bed, so that's probably not going to work out. Todster's playing ETS, which I was doing earlier. Who else do we have out here? Mods is playing Baldur's Gate. That's a very different stream. Killers RD is playing Fortnite. That one's not going to happen. So you know what? I don't think I'm going to do a raid today. I've gotten the Twitch achievement for doing 100 raids, and I don't think there are any more. And as an achievement whore, it's really what I needed to do. So I've done it, so I don't have to do it anymore. So I think I'm just going to avoid the crushing temptation. I will shut that game down so it stops singing quite so loudly at me while I'm trying to sign off here for the night. So today's Friday, right? Yes, today is Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday. Tomorrow is a Sea of Stars stream day. I will be on... Ooh, I gotta do the balloons. I'll be on 2 to 4. Maybe if I do this hand, it'll do the balloons. There they are. So I'll be on 2 to 4 with Sea of Stars. Dan Servo is set up. He did some streaming on Wednesday with Sirenscape. He could stream on Saturday, though almost guaranteed it would have to be solo because Jason Bullman, I think he may be moving in today or tomorrow morning. So yeah, he's not going to be ready to stream tomorrow no matter what. So if Dan streams solo, that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and raid into Dan like I always do at 4 o'clock and then let him roll until whenever he feels like. I think without Jason there, I don't know if he'd be compelled to do his full 4 hours. Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? If Dan is not streaming tomorrow, though, then I'd like to take Sea of Stars through the end of the game. I have access to the end game dungeon, I guess we'll call it for lack of a better term right now. I could go straight there if I wanted, but it tosses out the whole, hey, you know, each of your party members has their own little side quest that would probably make them much better and much more useful in the final confrontation if you'd like to spend a little time, buffing them first. So I'm doing that. So at least tomorrow I'd like to get through the buffs, and then if it turns out I can just keep going, let's see if we can conquer the Sea of Stars, master the Sea of Stars, pollute the Sea of Stars. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to end. I guess we'll have to wait and see how it goes there. I do know that there's going to be one dead Fleshmancer by the time we get to the end of this. And then our alchemist buddy may or may not come back. I don't know what happened to him. I figure he's probably going to show up in the final the final fight, and give me the MacGuffin that I need in order to overcome the Fleshmancer. And then it's just easier if I have all of my buffed party members. Hard if I don't, but they're going to be so buffed. Super buff guys. So thank you everybody for coming along today for my extra bonus stream. Yay, achievements. I'm going to save the driving around in circles for the next one because that's how I started this stream. I'll just start the next stream the same way. It'll be fun. There are achievements in Sea of Stars that I still need to work on as well. I got to go back and make sure that I've got all the recipes. Oh God, there's so much planning I got to do for tomorrow. But that's going to do it for today. I will see you at 2 o'clock Pacific tomorrow for some Sea of Stars. Let me see if I can get this music running. I'm going to wait. The Forza Horizon dubstep was way cooler than the D&D music. So there he is. Bye.
What a dank sound. What is that?
Wow!